Hello there, I'm Jimmy Vegas, and the Capcom showcase for Tokyo Game Show 2024 has just wrapped up. And as expected, we didn't see Resident Evil 9. It's not a surprise if I'm honest, because if you look at what Capcom are doing recently and their other franchises, it certainly would not make sense as to why they would announce Resident Evil 9 at this point. So the big question is, why? Why have we not seen Resident Evil 9 at the Tokyo Game Show, the most logical place for it to be? Well, the reason is simply because of the showcase itself went on for around 35 minutes, with around 90% of it being focused on Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, Monster Hunter Wilds, for those who enjoy the Monster Hunter series, would have enjoyed that showcase just immensely. But 99% of us, no, we didn't. It went on far too long. It was boring. It was just an unnecessary amount of time wasted, time after time, trailer after trailer. Like, get on with it. It's a showcase. It's not a single game, massive showcase thing. It's a multi-showcase. And all Capcom did was show a couple of things for Street Fighter, Dead Rising that's already out, and then they just went on to Monster Hunter Wilds, and then just trailer, deep dive. Oh, let's go into this. No, let's not go into this. Why can't we see Resident Evil 9? Well, okay, so the reason Resident Evil 9 was not at Tokyo Game Show is simply because of Monster Hunter Wilds. You'll never find these big companies releasing two blockbuster franchise games at the same time. It will be like Bethesda releasing an Elder Scrolls and Fallout at the same time. It would be like Nintendo releasing a brand new Mario and a brand new Zelda at the same time. The budget for marketing is just not there. They have to structure this properly. I know it's been a while since the last Resident Evil game. It came out in 2023. We haven't had one this year. We will get one next year. Resident Evil 9 will come next year. I've no doubt about that. But we won't actually hear anything until 2025 from March onwards. We won't hear anything until Monster Hunter Wilds is out in the wild and people are playing it and having a lot of fun with it. I won't be. I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan. But that's no disrespect to Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds looks fabulous, I'm not going to lie, but that Capcom showcase was just awful. I think even Monster Hunter fans got a little bit annoyed with it in the end. So the budget for the marketing for Resident Evil 9 will likely go into next fiscal year, which starts in April. So chances are, once they've got rid of all their budget that they've used for marketing for Monster Hunter Wilds, there'll still be a little bit left to allocate to it, but the big push will then be for Resident Evil 9. So you can expect to see Resident Evil 9 announced in the second calendar quarter, we should say, of 2025. So yeah, the ultimate reason why we didn't see Resident Evil 9 is because of Monster Hunter Wilds and how fiscal years work. It's pretty normal, to be honest. When do we think we'll see Resident Evil 9? If I'm honest, I think we might get a glimpse of it in early April. I'm talking like second week of April, we might get a teaser trailer. And then in June or July, we'll get a big trailer, we'll get some gameplay. September time, we'll get a lot of information. We'll see it next September, big time in Tokyo Game Show. And then it'll more than likely release mid-October to mid-November 2025. That's the logical time frame for Capcom to release it. What happens after that? Well, that's the big budget title for all their marketing spend for that fiscal year, which will end in March 2026. So after March 2026, that's when we'll see whatever big budget title Capcom has got next. Dino Crisis Remake. Dino Crisis Remake. That would be really, really good. Anyway, tell me what your thoughts are. Do you think it's normal? Do you think it's right? Do you think it's sensible for Capcom to do this and wait so long for Resident Evil 9? Or do you think they'll just announce it and drop it a couple of weeks later? Could happen. You never know. Let me know in the comments below.